Social media is absolutely destroying your life. Whenever I'm on public transport, let's use the bus for an example. If I'm looking in front of me, behind me, to the left, to the right, everyone is just on their phones, and it's even worse when people are using their headphones, listening to music. How vulnerable are you? Do you not know the world? Do you not know how the world is like the world we live in today? And God forbid anything bad happens, but you have no sense of awareness. You're streetwise by no means, and you are just busy listening to your music and excessive stimulation, which you are, which is incredibly bad for you. The only ones who aren't on their phones in the bus are the ones who have fell asleep on the bus, or the ones who are in such a bad capacity, mental capacity, that they can't. The ones who are on substances, which they are clearly overdosed on, and they can just about get onto the bus. And that is unfortunately the world we live in today. Like, you never even see them with a phone. That's how bad of a state they are in. But that's a whole nother thing. But yeah, they've completely ruined their lives. When I'm on the bus, I never really use my phone. I just want to be aware of my surroundings. Not that I think I'm going to be in danger, or safety. Safety comes first, of course. But It's not because I'm scared or panicked or just skeptical. None of that. I don't need stimulation. I can sit down and do nothing for a very long time. But I'm trying to think in my head. Back in not specifically primary, but let's just say around 10 years ago in general, was it as bad as it used to be? Like, if I was on the bus 10 years ago, would it be as bad as it is today? No, it was nowhere as bad as it was. But the world has literally lost its colours. It has become very saturated, and everybody is just living in a fake world. Social media completely ruins your expectations of yourself. The amounts of dopamine which you get is unreal, and the unnecessary stimulation which you can't live without is just, it is really affecting your brain. And I'm not saying that social media is just a bad thing. Yeah, majority of it is a bad thing, but there are some positive sides to it. But yeah, it is easier to be negative than positive. So there are negative. Social media is just negative things being fed into your mind, but even the content in on social media is just negative to you anyways. But you've normalized that, and you don't realize it. You don't realize the dangers of it. And so when you watch social media, you are scrolling through emotions. Funny, it's not even funny. Something happy, sad. Then the next video is something scary. Then it's just, you can keep scrolling on forever. But and it's when you get the feeling that you've actually done something, and when you've actually achieved nothing. And that is when you see these videos of the top 1% of the achievements, highlights of the people who are only showing the good side of them, the best of them. And that's why social media is just a fake reality, which makes you be in a fake world. It's extremely harmful. Body dysmorphia, depression, anxiety, all of these things are caused by social media. And social media has just eaten and just completely cooked and obliterated the attention span which you should be able to have. Now no one has any attention span. New gen is absolutely beyond cooked. They are using social media before their brains can even develop, before they can even experience the real world, when they are so vulnerable and can easily it's a very bad foundation, and not many people seem to understand that. Then it becomes too late. And yeah, my experience on this is that when I'm using social media, like, everybody procrastinates, even David Goggins, or, like, I'm not saying that to make myself feel better or to make him sound bad. He is, like, probably one of the most disciplined, hard-working, he's a good person he's good at what he does, of course, but when you are watching social media, it's just you're just living in a fake world. Everything is just unrealistic, and no one can even sit in silence without living. Like, every single thing you do, no one can even live without stimulation, and electronics is very bad. How do you think an old man like your grandpa had gained wisdom? They had went out there and experienced the real world, but now everybody in the world has their own fake world in this one real world on planet Earth. And it's just very bad for you. So I use social media as a tool, even though a tool for social media ideas, for my videos, for my ideas for my social media videos. But even though I have hundreds and hundreds of videos, hundreds of video ideas, but it's good for me to use it. But I don't really use it to procrastinate, and I wouldn't say that I ever feel stimulated or too happy. And that's why I say studying yourself is the most important thing, because once you study yourself, then you get to understand who is actually in control, your brain or whatever it is, whatever the other thing is. Because once you understand the dangers of something, and you understand what your mind is actually capable of doing and not doing, and how much it can actually control, actually be in control if you actually want it to, and then it's an absolute game changer, and you can change your life. But it is not easy to do, and many people suffer with doing so. But the more you are addicted to social media and the more you use it, then the harder it is to open your eyes. And not that it's impossible. It can be impossible. It can be too late. But I mean, that's not something to scare anyone or anything. But genuinely, there are some people who are too, just locked into social media, and that's the only thing they do, and to just consuming it. But yeah, you are what you consume. Yeah. Thank you for watching.